Twitch changed the dashboard and it looks absolutely terrible.
Yeah, I have to check that out too.
Why is my stream the focus? I have OBS, I can see my stream. Oh well. What do I know? Alrighty then. Last time, things happened. You went for a nice swim in a lake.
Yep.
Yes.
Well, tunnels connected to a lake. Yes.
Where exactly did we leave off? You guys just came out of the water?
Yeah, more or less.
Grubblix and Valentine, you can give me some perception to start the session off with a rockin' and rollin' start.
Okie dokie.
If you say so.
Fail when the session ends.
Don't notice there's a game going on and you just stay here forever.
We just walk off into the sunset. Confident that nothing is on. Grubba ding dong. You were also requested to make a check of perception. I like how you have those little icons. They're neat. You also make your boxes a bit bigger. Ooh.
I have big box. I'm not gonna share it.
Nice.
Gasp.
Oh, that's neat. You cannot help but notice that there is an eyeball poking out of the water. Over to your west.
Oh, apparently I'm still in shark form, but I changed it.
I hope it's not one of mine.
It is distinctly not one of your eyeballs, no.
Oh, thank goodness.
Yeah, let's check the eyeball then out, I suppose.
Somebody eyeballing us.
You scooch on over to the eyeball and quickly learn that it is not one eyeball. It's 3 of them.
How cute!
It also doesn't seem to be displacing any water. Now what's attached to the eyeball is something else entirely.
Another eyeball.
No, you already saw the 3 that they were visible.
Think I'm gonna call for Carl.
Carl!
Sounds like some magic.
I need
Yeah,
an
what's up?
adult.
It's a
barely
weird-
one-
There's some weird eyes in the lake that don't displace water. Isn't that kind of how that Akan eye worked that he had?
Okay, so
You need not ask yourself what the eyeball is. It will introduce itself.
Ah, cool.
Let's see. Oh. You think this thing would have telepathy, but it doesn't. Now ain't that something? The voice that comes out of the... Like, this thing starts hovering up, and it's quite clear that it's a bit larger than you were expecting. The eyeballs are about the size of... If you were to curl up, that's about the size of each of the eyeballs. They appear to be overlapping with each other, judging by how close they are to one another. You know what? You can roll me some knowledge dungeoneering. Just know what you're looking at, because it's a mess of tentacles, and it's got a bit like a catfish look to it. Belmore's continuous groaning makes me ask questions.
My skill is on 20, so I can't use it. Okay.
That sounds like something I might recognize.
Oh well.
Looks like some kind of aberration or what?
It is an aberration. An aquatic one at that.
Oh no.
And one that really should have telepathy for what it is.
Well, 25 on Galter.
Galter knows
yeah,
what
he's
it
actually better at this engineering stuff than I am at this point. I've only ever like glanced at books. He probably lived it.
Hands-on experience is more powerful.
is. Galter knows
Yeah.
what it is, so I shouldn't have to tell him what it is.
Well, it certainly sounds like an aboleth.
The creature begins to float out of the water. It is now hovering above it, its tentacles floating behind it as if it is still swimming. You hear a voice that simply requests to know where its assistants are.
Whoops.
You mean the fish people?
The fish people inside, yes. Those are the
Oh,
ones
there's-
I am looking to find.
Well, they were dead when we got here.
Not by your hand, I hope. No. We are much aware of that.
We do not have telekill abilities, I don't think. Valentine? Can you kill people before you arrive in a location?
Not to my knowledge. If that's been happening without me knowing, then I probably should get some help.
Should we?
'Tis a shame, 'tis a shame. But what brings you to such an old, abandoned building? Do you have the same inclinations I do?
We're looking for some former belongings of the person that lived in here.
As was I. What belongings caught your eye? Well?
book?
A book. You wish to find... Its tentacle begins to sort of scratch at its chin, in which a book appears. One of mine thought he could hide a book from me. In a waterlogged sack. It's still in good shape. But I want something that isn't a book, that I don't have yet. We would be
I
most
see.
honored if you were to assist us.
Right. Now, what are you looking for then?
Something to take back that is ours.
Okay.
Our delightful watery lair has been taken from us. Now we wish to take it back from those who stole our servants.
You
Oh,
mean those golems?
Golems.
Oh, what was it again? Last time underwater.
Schoon.
No, the big thing.
well, we did find a golem.
Yeah.
That was... So that one was chasing after the scum?
How old were the Yogi carvings in the walls?
You didn't really make note of that at the time.
Oh, are you having some Yogi problems then?
Yes.
Poaching your employers?
We
so to
happen to
speak?
know that this paladin was one who quite enjoyed the art of liberating people.
Mm-hmm.
We hoped to find something here.
So what exactly is the problem?
What is ours has been taken from us. We wish it returned. It is that simple.
Yeah, what is
Our
that?
lair and our servants have been taken from us, as well as our sizable collection of fine books. Those foul creatures have only intent for money and coin. Disgraceful.
Pointing a thumb towards where the tunnels are.
Yes, that is our lair. We travel with it great distances to find books abroad and far and wide.
So who took it from you?
The thieves, of course.
Can you describe them a bit more than just
All
what
right
they're
then, I'll give you the lowdown on what a Nyogi looks like. They don't look very pleasant. Imagine like a spider, but it also has like a centipede head and big old grabby hands. And you're pretty close.
Okay, yeah, that.
Here you go. This will sum it up nicely.
Even worse than I expected.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, they are pretty small for what it's worth.
I
Yeah.
didn't imagine a fuzzy spider, so now it's.
They're actually
Look at
small
that.
size.
Look at that fashionable little pouch.
Yeah. Yes,
Where
the
he
book
keeps
is
his
inside there.
change.
Is it really a fanny
Keeps-
pack if it hangs from your neck?
Keeps his change in there to buy candies.
We simply wish to free our servants and return them to their original master. For that tools exist, we are certain. We have read many books, we know many legends.
So, does somebody of us know anything about those spider things?
Well, they are aberrations.
Anything about Nyogi?
Well,
Is that what you want to know, Grubbalubba Ding Dong?
Yeah, if anybody of us knows something about those creatures.
Allow me to look and see which one of the monster manuals I gotta pull out for this one.
what do I remember in Yogi? Oh,
Burp, 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 burp.
I think there might be dimension hopping slavers or something.
Yeah, they can do the brainwashing stuff. They're nasty and they're evil.
A cross between a spider and an eel. Ugh.
Particularly spaceships. Huh.
That's space.
They sometimes do. They're very similar to mind flayers, because you know if it's in space, it's a psionic slavery. It can't be anything else.
Of course. Freaking sci-fi.
That's the first thing humans are gonna do. We're gonna go to space. We're gonna become psionic, and we're gonna start enslaving every species we come across. That's how humans work. That's how space
Yeah,
works.
I mean, we don't need space for that.
Also,
That's
spiders
awesome.
too, apparently.
That's how space works.
You can also become a religious zealot of an eldritch god, but that's not as exciting. The point is,
We'll get
they want their shit back.
Okay. I mean, if you get the book then, I think that's not
Of course.
that bad of one way.
There
Yeah.
there are two ways we can go about this. Two ways for us both to become satisfied. We can grant you the book in return for what we need to do it ourselves, or you can aid us. In that case, you may keep whatever the Naoki have themselves.
or option 3, we murder you and take the book, but
I admire your forwardness,
Somebody's really direct.
but I'm nothing if not
Jeez.
cautious.
Mm.
For what you see is but a projection.
yeah, figured as much.
Additionally, I could easily probe your minds myself, and make a delightful fight out of all of you struggling. Be just as enjoyable.
Yeah.
I'd rather keep my mind unprobed if I have a choice in the matter.
Then we should come to an agreement. We will no longer play coy about it. We know of the manacles that lie within. The ones that can free the mind of any they touch.
Oh.
We have need of those. Or of course you may keep them if you were to help us in your person.
So... Wait.
So,
Your options are fight him yourself, give him cool magic item and get your book, or you can go and help solve the Neogi problem and get extra loot.
So, time to vote, I suppose.
so probably option 3 with the caveat that I will want to ask the Aboleth about the solution to the Zork maze.
He is very much aware as to how the maze works because it's his maze.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So how about he enlightens us which way to the deepest part of the lair where we should end up?
Not until we have reached an agreement, good sir. Not until then.
Yeah, that would be...
No. I mean,
Okay. So how would we use the chains in this?
What's with chains?
So how will we use the chains to...
manacles, you mean?
Yeah, the manacles, like,
You can just hand them over if you want to.
You just give them.
go from scum to scum, slowly freeing
Oh
them.
no! You just have to kill the Nyogi. They're quite the cowards once you get close enough.
Okay, well, yes.
Sounds pretty straightforward.
Like I'm not even gonna kid around. And Yogis are chumps once you start shanking them.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just need to get
The
to
problem
range.
with them is that they usually have things called Umberhawks or other strong creatures at their disposal to beat you up for them.
Ah, yes, typical mind controllers.
You're a coward, I say. Fight like a man and let me strangle you.
I mean, hey, if there are these things going around, like, controlling people's minds, that's shit, and I want to go get rid of them. So I'm down with killing these Neogi blokes. Whatever they are.
I want Carl to give me the final verdict. Go ahead and debate among yourself.
To be fair, the bullets kind of do the same thing, I think. Or do they not?
We don't really have the privacy to.
Discuss.
I mean, can we whisper with each other? Like,
It
Team-
seems only
team
be able
huddle.
to hear you if you speak loudly enough. So yes.
Yeah, I think we might.
Can you give us
well,
1 second? Team
Like,
huddle.
he's at a small distance, so he kind of needs you to speak up for him to hear you properly. So yes, you can indeed just whisper, and he won't be able to hear you. He probably can't even see you too well either, since he's hidden.
Well, whatever, we're probably going to be spied on by a talking fish.
A talking fish with
So-
one too many eyes.
What would be better, a neighbor Nyogi or a neighbor Aboleth? I don't know.
I mean, this one just seems to like books.
Yeah.
yeah, so
Well,
it's probably the lesser evil in this instance.
Additionally,
Yeah.
once you get all that treasure, you can always go and beat up the Aboleth afterwards.
yeah, that's exactly what I was gonna say. Like,
Yeah.
worst comes to worst, if they do turn out to be the worst evil when we've dealt with another evil, we can just, take out both evils.
I mean, at that point, they will be the worst evil by elimination because they won't have a greater one.
Exactly.
Oh, that sounds like fanatism to me. Perfect.
That's how you get rid of evil.
Just kill everybody until everybody is dead, because everybody is gonna be the greater evil.
Precisely.
Sometimes.
If there's no people, there can be no evil.
If everyone just dies to death, it's fine.
Sounds
Yeah.
like a stupid anime trope. I don't know.
Oh,
Villain
pretty
backstory.
Yeah, exactly.
still have
Okay.
a second cast of Water Braven for today. Go now.
Aboleths have tools to help you with being underwater.
Oh yeah, that they do.
Kind of permanently.
Wink.
At that distant wink. It was
Yeah.
It's just
Well.
not pleasant. Let me tell you.
Oh.
Great.
No. Well, unless you like your flesh being jelly.
well,
I'm used to transform in different things, but jelly is something new.
Well, mostly your skin.
Mm-hmm.
And unable to survive on out of water afterwards.
It's great.
I think best choice in this case would be just typing them out and then.
go deal with the Nyogi problem.
Yeah.
We are most, well, glad that such
Oh.
heroes still exist in this fine world.
Oh, so you don't have to incarnate the fishman over there?
We found someone else to explain the situation.
Yeah, but,
I imagine if we did, he would just point us to this guy over here.
All right, so you're gonna go and beat up some Nyogi.
Some gnocchi.
All right.
Mm.
Provided with this answer, you are given instructions on how to clear the caves most effectively.
Beat up
Right.
some yogi while eating some pierogi.
The passage you should take is east, south, northeast, and then east. And then south. And then you should arrive in a large chasm filled with books. They're exciting books, too.
Okay.
Which is but I'm not going to hold you to this. You know the way in and out now. You have directions. And you have a partial map.
And then south, I think, was the fourth one.
Yeah, but once you get to a certain room, it's like you only really got one way to go. It's just
Lot of
like, yeah, you're
O's.
fine with that. Oh, wait. Once you go northeast, you want to take the south at the fork.
Somebody have a compass?
What do we do when we get to the spoon?
You spoon.
When you get to a fork, you're going to get to a spoon, you know? That's how it works.
Ah. Hopefully we don't run into a spook then.
Be terrible. That'd be just terrible. All right then, kids and cadettes. The creature will provide for you some assistance for traveling underwater. Isn't he just nice? Isn't that just nice? Ooh. Wrong letter. There we go. The special gloop that will be provided will provide you with the following benefits. You gain a swim speed of 40 feet, and you can no longer be there for 3 hours. Also, your skin will turn completely to mulch if you swim into the cloud that it leaves for you. So, you can either get water breathing and swim speed for free, or you can sort yourselves out. I mean, it's a great idea. Nothing can go wrong from here.
He said we can't breathe air for 3 hours.
Yes.
Are these things going to be above water?
Not if they are all in an underwater cave. No.
It's an abyss layer. Probably doesn't have much above water section.
Yeah.
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. All right. Once you made up your mind, it's time to go.
Well, should they cast a spell or should we go get slimed?
I think we should get slimed. I mean, if we are going to betray them probably, we might want to have those spells for later.
I mean, I look at exchanges for any other spells.
Oh,
Yeah, maybe two.
Ba-ba-ba-ba. So you're
well,
gonna
it's
get...
up to the spellcasters, really.
I mean, you could do it on a per-person basis. You're not required to do it on your own.
So I could cover 3 people for 4 hours. So 2 of us would need to get slimed.
Okay. Let's get slimed then.
Okay.
Okay, in the middle I'm going to stretch my arms out to Kroblex and Valentine and myself and cast one Raven.
Sploosh.
All right, then. It's time to go into the caves.
Swim
It's
speed.
cave time. Do.
All right, you want to go straight to the eggs to the final section, swimming through exciting places. You go through grated cheese and chasm of lava.
I think I should pull my vent out first and kill some wounds on myself.
Oh, right. Before I forget, because I've been forgetting to do this like every single time, I cast Mage Armor on myself and on Ade.
How does that hold?
7 hours.
Ooh, nice.
You're good. You're gonna drown before that armor runs out. Your drowned body will look gorgeous in that armor.
I mean, it's like a minor force field, honestly.
I assume that the people who took the cloud... I saw some people took the cloud, right?
Galter and Ada, I believe.
Yeah, they
Yep.
got the swim speed. So they can help you get along a bit better. It's still hard to swim in armor, even with that swim speed. And your
Yep.
gloopy buoyant skin.
Good work, Griff. Not sure what you're rolling for, but doing great.
Myself, and it's however
Wand zaps.
one's
Slapping his cheeks with a wand.
left, right, perfect. Let's go.
After the chasm of lava, you
Jeez,
find
we're
the...
going to the active lava zone already?
I mean, you have a friend with swim speed. You have a friend that might turn into a shark. And there's nothing
Or
in the
snapping
way.
turtle.
Don't get eaten by the sea dragon.
So unless you want there to be something that happens along the way, I thought you'd appreciate a nice quiet trip.
Yeah, we would.
After the chasm of lava taking the fork, you end up in a location that is filled with brilliant crystals. I need a reflex save from everyone as you enter into this bright room. The DC is 15. If you fail it, you are both dazzled and take a -4 to will saving throws against any sort of enchantment, compulsion, or mind affecting abilities.
Oh, I'm fine.
I goofed up.
You notice that Grubblix is looking a bit dazed and confused as a result of these powerful bright lights, as is Carl, apparently.
Ooh, shiny.
The light is very disorienting and opens up your mind for invasion.
That
Luckily,
can't possibly go badly.
luckily, the effect ends when you stop being around these annoying crystals. And there doesn't seem to be anyone here. This might change quickly, though. Mind crystals. What a way to describe a room.
Yeah, definitely.
The next room you come into, however, will not be as pleasant. There are, as you enter from this room from the west, you left the room in the east, you now enter from the west. You are in a large space, best described as a kill box, because there are lots of wooden structures. And those wooden structures have murder holes. Only a few of them seem to have something moving around behind it, though. A few bright crystal lights are sparked on. And the same kind of mind crystal light starts to glow at you. Can I get a perception check from whoever thinks that they're able to pay attention with a spotlight in their face? Okay, you've got to tell me where those crystals are from, because those look radical. Oh, that's Subnautica.
Yeah, Subnautica below 0.
Radical.
Oh, I should
Currently
have to
the
play that
deepest. Currently the deepest point in the beta.
Nice.
one. Perception checks, you say? I
Yep.
think I'm kind of good at that.
Yeah.
I'll leave it to the experts.
Grubblix and Galter, you notice a Niyogi standing at the end of the kill box. He has a bubble around him. Like, there's a bubble of air that follows him around wherever he goes. And he's peeking around, and now that the spotlights are aimed at you, they're going to spring their trap. Which mostly involves, you know, the Niyogi doing their Niyogi thing. Wink.
Pointing where the Yogi is.
Mm-hmm. So let's get some initiative on the table. I need a
There's
letter.
me.
Yes. Exactly.
Minecraft.
Village.
Bob.
Jeez.
Hey, look, it's the. I think that's the thing in Ruby.
I need 4 d20s for this one. Oh boy, someone got a 20, but who is it? It's the third scum boy. All right. Oh no. Okay, we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this once I can actually start slapping initiative in. Got a 13. No, not a 1, a 13. Got a 21. That guy was fast, but he has to wait. After all, there's a plan, and sticking to the plan is critical when you're brainwashed.
Right. If you drag me token out, I guess.
Ooh. The Nyogi has +3, so he rolls a 10. Galter, however, has rolled a critical and is about to start slamming. HMS, are you slapping?
Come on and slam. And welcome to the undersea caverns.
Valentine, I'm adding your token. Please remember to set your initiative to the appropriate number.
Ray rolled a 3.
Well, you're going before the Nyogi does, so that's nice. Wow, the Nyogi goes dead last. What a poor boy. Galter,
Oh, poor Bab.
as you look past the spotlights that are hazing your mind and making it difficult to think, although you're fine, we're going to hold the old result, you see the Nyogi slowly starting to warp the water, the air around it, as it's going to try and reach into the minds of those who look disoriented, which includes Carl and Grublix. What do? You're a charge away from getting in there, but the downside is once you're in there, the scum will probably be able to swarm you with ease. The bubble of air around the Nyogi, by the way, is not big enough that you have to step inside. Like, you can attack from outside just fine.
Yep. Alright.
Especially since you're using a halberd.
Well, the halberd doesn't have actual reach, but yeah, sure.
It's a weapon on a stick.
Okay. I just quickly looking up a feat that I have somewhere. Stick. Okay, so I charge towards the Nyogi.
The creature looks baffled that you were able to see it. It was hidden so well, but your eyes are too keen.
And as I charge, I use Stick Together to bring Ade with me.
You grab Ade by the tail. You know what? That's not how immediate actions work, but I like the idea. You were probably ready for a fight once you saw the barricades.
Yeah.
You and Ade appear next to it. It immediately starts to look kind of panicked.
Alright, so charge. So that's +2 attack. Yeah, basic attack.
Ci się tu kręciło, teraz już chyba nie.
Yes. Single attack. Yeah. Look, that's up. Should be a 21 because the +2 from charging.
Oh. Okay. You know, Nyogis are small, but I imagine that your halberd just kind of slams on top of it and you squash it like a bug.
Oh.
Squelch.
A amulet around its neck slides off and begins rolling away, taking the air bubble with it. This thing has like 18 hit points. They are, like I said, they're baby. The scum immediately surrounding you start to look extremely confused.
Well then.
Carter did a thing.
The Nyogi also has a small pouch with him, as the picture I showed would imply.
Ade will swim after the amulet while I start digging in the pouch.
Might as well start digging in the pouch. Alright,
Yep.
That means I'm gonna roll some treasury now. Did you know that Nyogi have double standard treasure? Ooh.
Ooh.
Ooh. I love it.
Ain't that just the bee's knees?
Ooh, it has a wand of cure light wounds. It has scrolls of sleep, levitate, and alter self. and a potion of vanish, just in case. It's also been reading a book. The title does not interest you. It is a book on meditation and finding yourself.
Okay. So what were those things? Wand of Cure Light Wounds.
Wand of Cure Light Wounds, a scroll of Alter Self, a scroll of Sleep, a scroll of Levitate, and a potion of Vanish. As the scum look confused for a moment, and the spotlights start falling down because they're no longer holding them, they suddenly look a bit jolted. There's a chance that whoever you were working for may have followed you to some extent and is trying to reassert himself.
Okay. Well.
It's none of your concern, really.
Well, we did our part.
There are more Neogi, though.
Yeah, we aren't yet at the big chamber, I believe.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh, alright then. One down. I just quickly stuffed this thing into my back. Again.
The amulet, by the way, will cease to work if it is inside a container. It must be worn openly.
Mm-hmm. And what kind of amulet is it? It just makes a...
It just makes like a small bubble around you. A bubble of air.
Yeah.
To medium creatures, it just kind of covers... It makes a bubble from about your waist and up. So your feet are still wet.
Well, your socks are gonna be all soggy.
It's meant for small creatures. What do you want? Ade could wear it just fine, although the tail would probably still stick out.
Ade has an amulet of natural armor already, so...
I like the idea of Ade like propeller tailing in the water in like this bubble. There's a tunnel leading off to the south at like the end of the obstacle blockade thing. The scum you're with stay where they are, and we'll leave you to it.
Just as well.
Now, they probably get in the way, those little losers.
Let's go Neogi hunting then.
It'll go as easily as that one. Hopefully this will go quite smoothly.
As you enter into the next room, you find yourself in a beautiful library that stretches all the way to the top of the ceiling, that's quite a few floors. There's like 4 floors of like really tall 15-foot bookshelves. It's also filled with water. Anyone with detect magic...
I love wet books.
The books are not wet. They have been enchanted to prevent such. Because, most people don't make their books out of waterproof materials like idiots. Like idiots, I say!
It's like those little plastic kids' books that they play with in the bath. Like, the elephant went to the watering hole.
Now I need to find a very specific sheet. The Umber Hulk.
Watering hole is kind of difficult word for a little kid.
Because there is an Umber Hulk here, and I need its stat sheet for this.
Probably was a different word. I don't know, I'm trying to remember the one I had as a kid.
Yeah, like BK would have had one with a watering hole.
Oh, this is neat. A whole map folio. That's nice. I like it. Oh, this is cool. Anyway, Monster Manual, Umber Hulk. I need this sheet. There's only one of them, but he's there.
Here you go, AC 20.
There we go. I found him. There he is. What a
10
beautiful
million.
boy he is. Umber Hulk's so disgusting looking, but there you go.
You have big armor if I'm not
Alright,
working.
the room you're in has the following creatures. There are lots of scum all around, but most of them seem to be much more concerned with protecting the Neogi, who are like on the 2nd floor up, so they're like 30 feet off the ground. In the center of the room are around 3 scum and a large Umber Hulk. They must have heard the commotion and have taken precautions to make sure they don't get completely destroyed as easily.
Oh, great.
Congratulate them. They decided to do something that is befitting of their intelligence, which is not a dumb. But hey, if their plan worked out, things would have been fine. But they didn't, so here we are. There are about 3 Neogi up top. And they all have like a little scum guard with them.
Look at that goofball.
Who's being a goofball here? Oh my god! What is that creature?
That's an upper Hulk.
It's not the way I was
What is
taught
that?
there.
Edition 1?
Yep.
Also, is that book a grape?
No,
Delicious.
that's maybe the book.
It's a library.
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. The Nyogi loudly proclaim that you have one chance to surrender and leave. Well, they will send
No,
their,
you.
their pit monster after you. Like he's like shaking his fist.
I charge towards the pit.
Stand down or die. Oh no! They hide behind. They immediately, when they see this, they sort of drop off the because every library floor for some reason has a railing despite being underwater, and they sort of scooch behind it immediately.
Wow. OSHA compliant underwater library. Weird.
All right then. Seems you just want to go straight to combat. Alrighty then. I'm gonna put some extra tokens on the map because I don't want to deal with this stuff individually. They're all gonna get group initiatives. It's nice and easy that way. Umberhawk, you get your own initiative. Aren't you just cool? Roll new initiative, everyone. By the way. By the boo.
Eat about a boo.
My die! No! Why did you roll so far?
Die.
That was the wrong one.
The Nyogis, too preoccupied with hiding, have rolled a 4. But you can't blame them. Hiding is the smarter idea in this context.
Zip zoom.
These are some nice numbers. The scum have rolled a 12. God dang, stop being so difficult, sheet. It's just calculate.
Balmor, does Ale have bleed effect?
Sorry?
Does your pet have a bleed effect?
Do you mean the why I rolled it twice?
No, I mean if their attacks have bleed effect, where they do bleed damage. I
Alright,
have to know for spell it though.
kids and cadets. The Umberhawk, by the way, also has like a little air bubble around it. It is not amphibious.
Let's pierce the bubble. No.
It's not that kind of bubble. It's more like water stops here.
Ooh.
Carl, as Galter just charges in, you have a chance to react to the situation.
Yeah. I guess. Do I? I probably don't know whether I should. I am just going to cast one invisibility on myself, I guess.
You become invisible.
Should have done that faster.
You have your movement or move action?
Yeah, I do, but I don't really have much to use it on. I guess I'll sidle off to the side
You said
and try to also move towards the Nyogi that are...
You begin swimming up then.
Oh, they didn't drop to the floor.
No, they dropped behind the railing, so they're in cover now.
Okay.
All right, Valentine.
That's me.
Unless you're one scummy boy, you will not be able to. Like this is a 60 feet diameter cylinder going up, with the occasional staircase for some reason. So it would take like 30 feet of movement to get to the Umberhawk from where you are. And since you're swimming, you move at half speed. You can even make a swim check to move faster if you think you can swim, but you're a cat. So I'm not going to put my money down on that.
Yeah, swimming is not my forte.
Should've
I'm meant to
taken
be
the
on
goop.
a boat, not a...
Should have taken the
meant to
goop.
be... No! I'm not gooping. And I'm just going to go out on a limb and say that gun probably doesn't work underwater. You know,
Yeah,
that's
it
the
does.
whole...
Unless it's specifically enchanted or have special alchemical bullets. No. Guns generally
Yeah.
do not work underwater.
I can cast an air bubble around it so that you can shoot it.
Should have done that before we went underwater, though.
Yeah,
It's wet
range
now.
combat kind of sucks underwater, if I remember correctly.
Yep, who knew that a medium that's not suited for quick movements sucks at quick movements?
But I can at least make it so that you can fire the gun.
Nah. I'll probably just, swim up slowly.
You gonna go for the Nyogi then?
Probably. Yeah.
Valentine decides, you know what, I'm gonna go straight to the source.
It's probably an idea. I'd rather not fight the giant, horrifying, big goober man.
Ade. What does Ade do? The Umberhawk, by the way, is in a larger air bubble, and you would have to enter it to fight him. The problem that this gives to him is that he can't swim. With that being said, you don't know if Umberhawks can swim to begin with.
Wait, so it's just standing on the
Yeah,
ground somewhere?
it's acting like the water isn't even there.
Huh.
So could you not swim above it and just kind of poke it from above?
It has long arms, so sure.
Okay, so
Galt's got a long pole. Wink.
doesn't have reach. So could Are just swim around it then to reach a Nyogi?
I mean, you can swim over him, yes.
Hmm.
But don't forget, there are like 4 scum that are waiting to start swimming and stabbing with their little tridents.
Yeah. But could I, for example,
Those are off
reach
to the
them?
side. Those are used for initiative tracking. I'll put them on the GM later.
Okay.
Ade is just going to say, no, Umberhawk, I'm over here now.
So can I just swim over it and go and bite on a fellow back there?
Okay, let me see. How much can Ade run for? Like, if they were to run, how fast would they move? With swim speed? 40 feet.
40 feet. How did running work?
I think it's 4 times or 5 times if you have the feet.
Yeah, so 4 times.
4 times. 4
In
times
that case, Ade could definitely make it to the Nyogi in 1 round, but that's it. Charging over is not possible. There's too much height difference.
Okay. It's problematic. And how far could Galter get then?
Your
You
armor
also
doesn't
have the
beat your
30 feet move speed.
Yeah, but I'm also wearing armor.
If it's heavy armor, your running speed is reduced to 3 times instead of 4 times.
Well, are they within 120 feet?
I mean, it's like 30 over 60 in terms of the triangle you're looking at. So I guess so.
Let's use the theorem.
Ba 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 da ba.
Okay, so
Yes, that is within 120 feet.
100. Okay. So if Ade just swims up there, can Galder then get there with the
Teamwork feat?
stick together? Yeah, stick together.
No, because you would need to move up to your speed, which would be 40.
Oh yeah.
They're also staggered next turn.
Yeah. That doesn't add up, and I really do not want to send Arya out there. So I'm just gonna charge the Hulk as fortunately planned. Tie it up so maybe you 3 can take out the Nyogi. Hopefully.
If you keep the big beefy boy busy, we can at least attempt to swim over there.
Yep.
Nice.
Do this then. The Hulk is close enough that I don't need to
Nope.
charge at it.
Nope,
Right,
it's within 30
okay.
feet.
Okay, then just going for the bite. That's not
Ade decides to teach him a lesson.
Well, they would if the button worked. Right. Tag doesn't work. Nope.
You can always just roll a d20 and use
Yeah.
the modifier from there.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Annoying.
Nice.
Okay.
That does hit the Umbra Hulk. It's one tough nugget, though.
Mm-hmm.
This is the part where I actually assigned it hit it points.
Well, minimum damage. And there's also the poison.
Let's take a look. Oh, where did I leave? There it is. Does it have any resistances to poison? No. What's its fortitude save? Only +6. Surprising. It rolls a 21. I think that's enough for the poison.
Probably.
Yeah, pretty much, definitely.
Grub. What do you do? As you watch Gulter and Ade presumably charge off into the sunset.
Yes.
By the way, Gobelix, if
Yeah,
if you wanted to have wild shape before this, I'll say that you did, because you seem like the kind of person who's like waiting to do that.
I mean, yeah, I could have bite shaped into a shark, of course.
I can't
I'm
believe there are
actually
sharks in
thinking
this
about-
underwater library. City Hall will hear about this. You do you, grubble ding dong.
Yeah. How far are the Yogi again? I need to check.
They're like 112 feet away from you right now, using
112.
Pythagorean theorem.
So as a shark, my swim speed is 60, so that's not enough.
You could charge.
Yeah, but I still wanna cast something. How big is my range for Rain of Frogs?
For rain of what?
Rain of Frogs. I know, like, click the spell button on Roll20 and we'll see if it's French
Now-
medium or more, then
Now,
it's
if
fine.
you'll just excuse me one gosh darn diddly darn moment here. Quite a situation to be summoning a rain of frogs, I must say.
When in doubt, frogs.
Oh,
alright.
it's closed.
You summon a swarm of frogs, attacks all other creatures in its area. This is said to be its swarm, but as the animal type, poison is constant to. Oh my god! Alright then. Okay, what is a centipede swarm? Is it large? Is it medium? I do not know.
It's a swarm of diminutive animals, so
I gotta say, you've
It's-
got quite the gusto here, boy.
For what it's worth, it's in the Roll20 compendium.
One more question. I think, are frogs amphibious? Can they breathe underwater?
yes.
Alright, just making sure that these frogs aren't immediately panicking. Alright, let's see. Tiny diminutive creatures. What is the size of a swarm? A tiny creature's diminutive is... Oh my! Alright, I'll just give you a frog token, and you can just do with that whatever you like.
Yeah.
Alright, no.
Give me a moment. I'm giving control to you now.
There it is. There's the frog.
First, I'm gonna move up to the Yogi behind so that I can actually put the swarm close to the. Like, I don't know. Something like that.
One quick question. Are the frogs gay?
Are they
know.
what?
That's an awful joke, and please do not bring politics into this video game.
Depends on the water quality.
Let me check first. first how big they are. I think they are actually...
It's a large swarm. I just looked it up.
Okay.
It's a massive swarm of just angry frogs. All right then, Grubba Lubba Ding Dong. You summon a swarm of they just attack whatever is in their space, right? I need to know how a swarm attack works.
I forgot summoning always takes a full round to cast. Ah, I hate this.
It doesn't matter. It's fun. Have fun.
Yeah, but
Watch
I have
us.
to remember it once.
So the way this manifests underwater is a thundercloud appears and frogs just sort of swim out of it because there's no proper gravity to pull them down.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. How does this work? Oh, they just attack someone.
Yeah, it's.
Oh no. Well, okay. In that case, a scum, a Nyogi, another scum, and another Nyogi learn just how annoying it is to be surrounded and covered in poisonous frogs. You can roll me the 2d6 for damage for all of them. What a great... Okay,
big money.
I'm using this to set their hit point value.
Small money.
Yeah, but then they have to save against the poison.
Yeah, and you will like how weak their they have is +0 to fort saves, so... The Nyogi are like, ah! They're also distracted, which is the fun part. There's so many frogs.
So, the con damage is 1d4.
Okay, so they all
also
take
gonna
3
roll that.
damage. Let me just... Oh, man, there's so many creatures to say that they took 3 damage. People say fireball's nuts. Well, I think that Rain of Frogs is somehow worse. Alright, okay, so if they take con damage, they basically get completely boned. I see. Thank you. Oh my god, their con goes down if they fail. Okay, what's the fort DC? Let me check. The poison has a DC 13. That's nice. That's not bad. They have +0 to con, though. Oh, dice. Oh, dice. Favorite
Still from now on.
Everyone failed except one scum. That one guy's like, ugh. Alright. Let's see. As a result of taking -4, they lose 2 hit points per hit die they have, which for the scum is another 4. Do remind me that that one scum basically is, and the Nyogi have like really bad con scores now. The Nyogi lose another 5 hit points. They already took like half of it just with some frogs jumping on them. And the frogs are gonna mess them up. Galter, you hear the sound of panic as people are being swarmed by thousands of frogs.
Yep. Well, okay. Since Grupalix had time to shapeshift, did I have time to use my strength mutagen?
Sure. I mean, you saw the library and were probably like, this is a boss room. Whoop.
Yep. Gloop, gloop.
I mean, someone had made mage armor active, so at some point you probably would have taken the precaution.
Hmm? Alright then. Getting up there.
I mean, you don't want this to be political, but I'm pretty sure that frog raining is a biblical thing.
It's a bit what?
Biblical. Oh my god, that frog
Yeah.
picture Belmore posted is adorable.
I mean, did you check my...
I'm gonna show Como that. He would love it.
Did you check my level 3 spells? I'm just gonna cast all the mad monkeys, all the vipers, and all the 4.
I'm going to cast mad monkeys underwater. Alright, Galter, what do you do? You can charge in and give him a smacking if you want.
Yep. I do actually charge in after activating this Iron Lancer's Edge.
Ooh. Oh, that's
Ooh,
nice.
Jesus
And he's
Christ.
staggered. Oh, that's so good.
Alright.
Show me the goods.
This is with +2 attack, which I'm adding in, so... Whoop.
Oh my god, that hurts.
Roll the 3d6 as well.
Yeah, show me the goods. You do 24. Bam! Oh,
Eh.
3.
However, because you rolled
Three, three.
triples, you do get 30 coins. Buy that star, boy.
Ding, ding, ding.
The scum.
I forgot that my poisonous fox mom also has the distraction.
Yeah,
know,
that was
I know.
mentioned.
Okay.
As this all is going on, the scum have finally gained their senses and are going to move for it. The scum up top, for one, will try to get out of these annoying frogs and leave their masters behind. They've been told to protect, and so they will protect. The ones downstairs, however, are, oh no, not that guy. This one does it. They're just going to show Galter and Ade, we have tridents. We're devils. Stabby, stabby. Let's see. Oh, they have lots of attacks. Jeepers. Trident, claw, and bite. That's like 12 attacks. Okay. Alright. Sure, whatever. Galter and Ade are swarmed with bits and bites.
Ooh.
We're just going to say that every one of them has a +2. It's a bit easier that way. I think your armor class is good enough that none of them hit.
Calder has 25, Ade has 21.
Alright, the first half is for that. None of them hit. You somehow managed to avoid getting swarmed by scum.
Blocking.
You're blocking and countering. They are weak compared to you. You are stronger than this. Also, your armor eats like half the blow, so this is constant cling, clang, cling, clang, cling, clang.
Oh, wait. Jod, what kind of penalty did Jod
-2 to your armor class, I think. Or was that
Okay.
only past Starfinder where they did that? I don't know.
Minus
I'm
2
pretty sure
us
it
in
is
Pathfinder
10.
2.
Well, in that case, my armor class would be 23.
That still doesn't help because their modifier is still too crummy on the first half of attacks.
Okay.
Actually, I think one of those trident attacks would have hit. Yeah, one of those trident attacks would have hit Ade.
Oh.
But just the one, don't worry about it. They did roll max damage for 10. Ooh. Ooh.
Ah, owie.
He would have been proud if he wasn't brainwashed. The Nyogi's time to shine. They are distracted as all hell by the fact that they're covered in frogs. Okie dokie. Swarm attack. How does distraction work? That's what I'm looking for.
Distraction works. A creature with this ability can know that the creatures that it damages. Any living creature that takes damage from a creature with the distraction ability is noted for 1 round. A fortitude save, DC 10, in this case 13,
Hey, fun
negates
fact.
the effect.
Did you know that their enslaving ability does not count as a spell?
Money?
This is the part where I tap my forehead. You don't have to make a spell casting check if it's not a spell!
It's big brain time.
The frogs are suddenly left alone as the Nyogi sort of panicked, run out. They look out of breath just taking 2 steps with how much con damage they took. I mean, they have 9 base. They're at 5 now. They lean over and they point at you and they shout and they're like, "You will never take anything back." All right, the following people get to make me a DC 15 will save. No, Carl's invisible. Grubelix, because of the frogs, it's not going to help them because the frogs are going to stick around. Then there's Valentine, and finally they're going to go for Galter. He looks useful. DC 15 will save from those 3 people.
Okay. Let's see. Yep, not affecting fits.
20.
19.
16.
Ooh, just barely.
You rebuff them.
Yeah, although I believe Galter has the manacles, so being immune to this.
Galter has the manacles. He just shrugs it off.
Also,
God.
would Steel Will help against it? I think so.
Don't. Why would I have the
mind
manacles?
affecting or not?
I'm not wearing any manacles.
Steel Will does work because it basically functions as Dominate Monster, which is an enchantment spell, and therefore mind affecting. Galter doesn't have that. He's about to get something worse.
Do you need to wear the manacles to get the the benefits.
Yes.
Well, I'm not bearing any manacles.
You get to make
You're
me another
fine.
will save, as does Ade. You are suddenly surrounded in the confusing gaze of an Umberhawk. The world starts to spin. Gravity turns upside down.
Does that make a big difference underwater?
DC is 15, by the way. I mean, you're still going to swim under upside down. Ade, however, is now confused.
Ooh.
No. Imagine.
The Umberhawk, however, is staggered and
Raptor.
can do nothing else on its turn.
Okay.
Curl.
Yeah.
All the invisible.
Confusion.
The Umberhawk is starting to wind up a big smash, and the Neogi are still frustrated that they've not gained control of you yet. You're cheaters!
Brain.
Cheaters!
My brain is just far too big to get.
You're living too
control.
charmed a life, really. Don't forget you have that.
I always do.
Use charmed life to avoid forgetting.
Yeah, funny. Well, now that like Galter's surrounded, I can't really cast my spells in his direction. So, I mean, unless I can, and just leave him to cope with whatever they end up being. Nah. Let's see. Oh, protection from evil, see touch range. Damn.
Dut, 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 dut. Which would have been nice, because
Yeah.
everyone here is evil, I think. They're all rude.
Well. I guess what I could do is... Wait, really? That's all. I'm going to cast Summon Monster 3 to summon a Celestial Shark.
Yeah, more sharks!
You know what the answer to all of life's questions is? More sharks. And not just any shark, it's a celestial shark. You've never in your life seen such a good boy shark.
You're ready for a good time.
Yeah.
I like it. I like it a lot.
I'm still cast underwater now.
Ah, yes, true.
Okay.
So...
Ugh. Let's see, celestial shark. This one does not have the base template ready. Oh yeah, that means he. Oh, I forgot. He gets smite, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Yes.
They would like him to apply the smite to the Amber Hulk.
A large celestial shark appears.
I am also large right now, so...
Let's see. The base stats of the shark is that it has a bite +5, which is 1d8 plus 4 damage.
I know.
Let's see, wait, is a shark a 5 hit? No, he's just below the threshold. He does have resistance to electricity, cold, and acid. So that's nice.
Yeah.
Anything else I need to know? Ooh, it has spell resistance. That's nice. Could smite if one space with action.
You also have a nice swim speed of 60 feet.
Oh, nice. All right, it does an extra 4 damage then. Oh, it
Yeah,
does
if
extra
it hits.
yeah. All right,
It
show
needs
me
to
the
hit.
smiting. That's you have augment summoning, right?
No, I don't. That's Croblex.
There you go. Then just d20 plus 5. Show me the Cromtion. That's enough. You Cromsh him for 1d8 plus 8. And you now add your... I don't know, does smite count for everyone or just the guy who does it? Pathfinder
it's
smites
just
are
the-
weird.
Basically, it's in attack bonus, the user, I think. So that's a 12.
The Umber Hulk is too brainwashed to realize that it's in a bad spot and should reconsider its tactics. Valentine. There are frogs over there.
Sure, how far away am I from everything?
I mean, you swim at like 15 feet per round unless you have something to augment your swimming.
No, I don't. Just kind of, you know.
In that case, unfortunately, you're not very far yet. Like, it will take you a couple of rounds to get over there.
Yeah, it's basically all I've got going for me. I can't attack at a distance.
Yeah.
So, kind of.
Yep.
So you slowly close in.
Valentine slowly gets over there. Just needs one
When
more
I
round
get
of swimming.
over there, swear to God.
Ade is surrounded and getting shanked.
Yeah, so the shark is probably providing flank now.
It is.
What did confused you?
Oh yeah, it requires you to roll D100.
Oh,
Show me the beans.
17?
They act normally.
Oh. Act normally. And I have...
How long are they under this effect? Let's see. Ooh, they're under this for a while.
Yeah, normal flank. Do I have that somewhere here? No. Okay. Normal
No.
flank. That's +2 to attack. Oh, yeah. Nope. Still doesn't. No, now it works. There we go.
Radical.
Wait.
Ooh.
Without the precision flanking. Because
You still...
I'm not flanking with Alter.
Okay. But you still got a +2 to that crit confirm, right? Or is that with the flanking bonus?
Hmm?
Did you make this with the flanking bonus?
Yes.
In
flank
that case,
bonus is
the critical
actually-
does hit, but that's it.
Mhm.
The second bite, however, finishes it off. There's one good cromsh, and then there's a second cromsh, and then there's just gloop. Gloop everywhere.
So much glue.
It tastes like umber. Grublix, do you want to act first, or do you want your frogs to act first?
Let the fox act first.
The frogs will skitter over to the Nyogi. The Nyogi try desperately to attack, but swarms are immune to weapon attacks because there's just so many of them. All right, roll me the 2d6 and roll me the you know what you're supposed to roll here. Let's see, they have a -2 to their fort saves. If they fail this, they're basically dead. They fail this and they're dead. They got poisoned to death by frogs.
Rabbit, rabbit.
God damn the spell.
I'm gonna dismiss the fox.
You
they're
cannot
gonna-
dismiss the poison frogs, can you? I
They will be gone in 2 rounds.
Oh no, it's
how it works.
concentration +2. There you go.
Yeah. I mean, I have to dismiss them sometime.
Like, it doesn't say D in the duration, does it?
But
says
it's
concentration
concentration,
+2
so
rounds.
it's automatically.
Oh, okay.
Basically, I could say that I still concentrate on them to hold them as long as possible, but no.
Yeah, so they
Cause-
last 2 runs after that.
Oh yeah, Grublix, you still get to do something.
Yeah, I think I can swim up to this Neo fake and just bite him.
Go ahead.
Crunch, crunch.
So I'm a shark, that means my attack roll is +7.
Ah ha ha ha.
And if I hit, it's 1d8 +4.
Go ahead. Show me the goods. Dang, son.
Chomp.
I need to look something up. Give me a moment. Ba-ba-ba-ba. Oh no. I forgot massive damage has a minimum of 50 hit points of damage. That Neogi is still like... Galter. The scum are all that remains, and some of them are starting to look confused.
Right.
The ones over on this side.
Can I see the Neogi?
Yes, you can.
Hmm.
It kind of scooted up as the frogs came.
Okay. Can I reach it? Either just with my speed or with a charge.
You can charge over.
Okay.
You will get two little trident pokes at your ankles though.
Whatever. I'll charge at it.
Okay. Let's see what the ankle pokes have to say. One rolled a critical and the other one rolled a... That plus 2 is 25.
Well.
Okay.
Sounds like they hit.
Yeah.
So you just get hit twice.
Yep.
Critical did not confirm. The damage you take is a 8 plus 12 in total.
What was that?
You take a 4 and you take an 8.
So 12. Okay.
And then you make it over, unimpeded.
Yep, and you bring Ade over with the thing.
Is it within her move speed?
Her move speed is greater than mine.
Okay.
He is the one with the armor.
Okay. So. And I get the attack because it's a charge. Just that. Wham.
Yeah, that splatters it against Krublik's face.
So as Grubbelix is like sort of shaking it around like sharks tend to do, you can tell me just how you make the Sneogi regret playing with sharks today.
I make it into a swish kebab. I've come from behind like a torpedo, holding my halberd in front of me.
It wasn't intentional, but you sure did skewer it.
Yep.
With that, the remaining scum come to their senses, shall we say. The quotation marks are astronomically large.
You might want to send the shark to distract the frogs. So.
I mean, the frogs will be gone in 1 round.
Yeah, but they still might do something that one round.
They should go to the nearest person, so that would be the shark.
Galter and the others are too fast for the frog to catch up and nip you in the butt.
Yeah.
Also, I can't actually tell that to you because I'm a shark right now, so I can't speak.
Eventually the frogs
Yeah, but you
vanish.
can tell my shark what to do because I can't.
You can, okay, because I...
You can't do that. Ugh. I don't like that you have to do this individually. Well, you've successfully cleaned the library of these bubble boys and their bubble buddy.
Hooray!
Yep.
Well,
help.
to go, I suppose.
Eventually the Aboleth shows up and starts asserting its control once more. And thanks you for your vibrant duties in protecting literacy abroad.
Mm-hmm.
It's all thanks to me.
Doing some looting.
Why do Safi's villains have to be so affable? This the Chibi Holder Part 2. Nerd Aboleth.
The GP holder was partly my fault.
Yeah.
Yeah, but still.
You made things far worse than they...
I mean, it's much more interesting than, "Ooh, I'm an Aboleth, I'm evil."
It's nice to see that the surviving humans still have some decency in their body and helping an old library keeper alive.
Actually,
Now then.
we just want that freaking...
Ah, yes. One of his tentacles holds out the book. Of course. The one book I can't keep. I've already read it anyway. Who cares? The book tells you where the paladin is. The thing ends, like the entry stop, the day after tomorrow.
Day after tomorrow?
Yes.
So the future?
There are 2 entries that have dates that are not today, but tomorrow and the day after tomorrow. Galter, however, decides to go to the important part of the adventuring business, which is taking all the good stuff for himself.
Yeah. Well, me and Adi.
No, he's checking in and then distributing it fairly.
Oh, I did this kind. All right, how do I do this? NPC level. Boop. NPC level. Please do it right. They are aberrations. No. There we go. Aberration. Reroll all blocks. No, reallocate all blocks. Reallocate all blocks. Reallocate all blocks. Alrighty then. Let's see what you find. Well, you find a nice clean 200 platinum pieces between them. Indeed, Nyogi, like money. You also find a heckin' honker of a topaz. So that's awesome. One of them had like a little cute buckler. That's cute. I like it.
Aw.
There's also, oh my, it's a small adamantine dagger. You can tell from its greenish metal. Oh my goodness, why is this so difficult about it? The final item that you find that looks interesting enough to keep is a gilded dragon skull and a platinum statuette of a deity.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
All right then. Was it 200 platinum
Yes.
pieces?
Yeah.
All right. A giant topaz, a small buckler.
A cute buckler.
It's a shield to them, it's a buckler to you.
It's like bedazzled. It's got a big love heart on it. It's adorable.
It's like,
Cute
I love
buckler,
Nyogi.
small adamantine dagger, a gilded dragon skull,
Yep.
and a platinum statue of a deity.
Seems to be
Awesome.
Sarenrae. Curious.
Probably
Oh,
stone.
this dragon skull is something. I'm not sure how they fit in here, but okay.
Maybe it's a small dragon.
Dragons come in all shapes and sizes, some of which fits in pockets.
One of them was just like riding it around.
Hayden.
Yeah, it's a really small dragon skull.
Of course.
Okay then. Oh, and did they all have the amulet of air bubble or whatever it's called?
Yes, they all had. All 3 of them had the little bubble. The large Umber Hulk had one that's like sort of awkwardly chiseled into its forehead.
Okay, I used the adamantine dagger to chisel it out. So that will be 5 of those amulets then.
Okay, it's enough for almost everyone.
Air bubbles for everyone. Okay. Right.
So
Did we?
Well, we got the book. How about we make it out of this cave system?
Now, unless you wish to provide me with us with further services, we request our privacy but be returned to us.
Mm-hmm. Do we want to work for an amulet more?
No.
I'm not a fan of anybody who like controls brains.
Scoop. What a fun spell.
Scoop. Well then. Get back to the surface, maybe.
You
Yeah.
go back outside. You wait some time for Galter to stop being a big old squishy boy.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like we play board games on the deck.
Oh yeah, I will. Who wants the wand of cure light wounds?
I already have.
Well, now you can dual wield them.
Ha!
Now you can left right even faster.
Basically, we could just say like we have more charges of the one we have.
Yeah.
Just tape them together.
Nice.
Yeah, once we are out there, I think I'll have to say what all these things with Underworth.
Also, Carl will get the scrolls of Alter Self, Sleep, and Levitate.
Nice.
Who wants to be able to vanish?
For 1 round, you're invisible, essentially, after sipping this potion.
Sounds like something for a cat.
Yeah, that sounds like it could be useful.
Alright, Valentine. Potion of Vanish. What's the action?
Potion of invisible sips.
Then 200 platinum pieces for the party fund. Thing.
As you wait outside for those 3 hours, some things happen. The cave entrance slowly starts to pucker up until it's gone.
Ugh.
And after that, well, you'll learn as you leave this place.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, did you cut out or?
No, you'll learn the rest as you leave this place. When
Right.
you're ready.
Okay, I can't actually edit the Pathfinder loot thing, so yeah.
Oh, you can't? That's
Nope.
weird.
Oh yeah, since we have someone with appraise, I might as well just give you the values.
Yeah, now that we are outside, I can cooperate with Bran to take 25.
Man, that's a fancy statue.
The
Yeah,
buckler and
is
dagger
the-
are magical, by the way.
Yeah, so I guess I'm going to roll spellcraft for them.
Yes.
Go, spell wizard.
Go, magic wizards.
Pew pew zoosh. Magic.
Abracadabra, alakazam.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Nice. Alrighty then. The shield is a +1 buckler of arrow catching. Nice. I'll just link the special ability right here so you can see it. The dagger is just a +1 adamantine dagger, but there's a button at the hilt. When you push it, the dagger becomes a club.
When you need non-lethal foes.
It's more like a hammer but it functions as a club.
Okay.
When you're fighting skeletons or something.
Yeah.
It can do all
Can
damage types.
stab.
It can slash, it can stab, and it can crunch.
It's more like a tool for us than a weapon.
So it's small size, so it's what?
It's actually
1,
normal
3
size.
damage?
These things are made for regular people. Since, the scum probably use the weapons around here.
Oh, okay.
Well, that's
Nice.
Still,
You can slash your meat, you can puncture your meat, you can club it. Perfect cooking tool.
Yeah, it's like a indestructible knife that also acts as a hammer if you need a hammer. That's cool.
When you make schnitzel.
Hmm. Useful.
I like it.
Alrighty. So, should we check out the journal where the freaking paladin went?
And you can cut like cans with the knife too. Because
This one definitely.
yeah, weapons fashioned from adamantine have a naturally built bypass hardness.
So you could
It's like-
effectively cut a door open with it.
Yeah.
Just make a hole in the door.
Yeah, pretty much.
Nice.
Okay, so I probably don't need to roll linguistics for this, but like, so what's the mystery of the journal?
Mystery of what?
The journal, and what do the last two entries say?
The
that
last
are
two
actually
entries are
future?
gone by the time you get around to reading it.
Oh, huh.
It only has an entry for today.
Good.
That's fascinating.
In fact, at a certain point, someone kind of walks out of the basement door and wants to know what the hell you think you're doing out here. This is private property.
Okay.
Does this someone look like a paladin by any chance?
No, but they do look like a servant who probably belongs here. There is
Uh,
no corpse in the hallway behind them.
Okay.
What?
I guess we'll just come clean. This house was infested by an hag.
I have no idea what you're
And-
talking about. This house is a place of purity and protection.
Oh,
I do a bunch
Yes,
of hobo hooligans are making a mess of our fine dock.
does the dog actually look fine now?
It looks nice. And clean, like someone kept it.
What did this happen?
We might have gotten mind controlled into seeing this place as an illusion.
Can I get an int check from, well, anyone here who thinks they might have been keeping close attention while they were playing games? Or perception if you think that's
So-
better.
So not me, because I never pay attention, but like an int check.
Or perception, you said, right?
Yep. The second the little puckered up hole went away, everything just started looking nicer. You thought it was just a trick of the light.
I understands nothing.
Well, Ade was underwater. There was only so much they could see.
We're doing the
I was-
best.
I was enjoying splashing in the water.
Carl, you're in check. Given the fact that the book had entries that are for dates that have yet to happen, and the guy was talking about like the surviving humans.
Yeah, did we happen to go to the future or what? Well,
I cannot answer that question for you.
Maybe parallel universe? This is weird. So what does
mean-
the latest entry actually say in the journal?
The latest entry says that he has finally found this wretched tomb. Soon he will descend and find the Lich King that lies on the Rivermouth.
That sounds good, okay.
Okay.
So...
He is
our
under the
life
impression that
just-
the Kingslayer sword can kill a Lich King, regardless of whether or not the Lich King is just a title.
How about we excuse ourselves from this...
Or
Oh.
offer ourselves for hire?
Yeah, of course. Imagine that somebody comes out of your leg and wants to get hired. What will you do?
Well,
You'll ask them for a sword.
adventurers.
We have no need of adventure.
Well,
He's
I would like
spawned
to-
us over.
I would like to shove our cat lady of the lake to the front to negotiate.
Okay. Just kind of waltz on over to the servant person. after being shoved over there by Carl. Just like, what the fuck do I even say? Like, hi. We were in the neighborhood and we were looking to see if any. We heard some rumors that maybe there was a powerful paladin that lived here and was looking to go on a exciting quest, and we thought he might be able to use some a bit of help.
He's already on a quite exciting quest. She takes her broom and bops you on the head with it.
Now, rude.
Do not hit the cat. Only pets, no hitting.
I will hit whoever I can. Well, please.
Well,
You're the trespassers here, trespassers.
Yeah, we happened to fall into the lake and washed up here, so if you wouldn't mind getting us out to the street level, we would appreciate it.
yeah.
She will. You know what? Valentine, roll me some diplomacy.
Okay. The clumsiest.
If you fail, you are
diplomacy in the
shooed out
world.
by broom.
Okay.
You are not shooed out by broom.
Hooray.
You just shoot out without a boom.
The rest of the house looks really nice. And there's the smell
Aw,
of
man.
freshly baked pies.
Oh, heck yeah.
It better not be a magic pie.
Tastes like magic.
Wonder pie. The pie of wonder.
No, please don't.
You
This
want
one's
a bite?
conjuration flavored. And your house just explodes into spiders.
Instead of Ron was now spiders, the line is the house is now spiders. It was the best Harry Potter chapter I ever saw. Ron with his Ron shirt. Anyway, kids and cadets, you are back out at street level, and the lady is like, "Pop, adventures these days. I think they can just come along and make and get their wet boots all over the floor."
Sorry about that.
Not our fault we fell into the lake.
Well, do you happen to know where the strong and powerful and amazing paladin person happens to be at this time? We kind of have business with them.
You can roll me another
Uh,
diplomacy to see if you can squeak this information out of them.
I imagine that
You
you could actually
got it.
name drop him from the journal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably. I just didn't remember what it
All I
was.
know is that he out is about, trying to find some lich king that lived somewhere. He said he wouldn't be too long. He told me to toss out that old book he had so no one could follow him or something.
Dang, if only we had an old book that we could use to locate
Yeah,
wherever
I
this
think
Lich King is.
we should just check all the last entries. Maybe it's saying where the tomb should be.
Can I take a closer look at the book?
Yes.
It's like Captain Book
What do you hope
Learning.
to learn
read a
about
book.
looking very intently at this book?
I would like to learn whether it's magical and putting some kind of weird mind problem on us.
You can roll me some spellcraft.
Something's very wrong, and like it's not a question whether it is, it's a question of what's causing it.
Baby.
Hey, look, another 17.
Nice. The book contains like weird abjuration transmutation magic. It's you think it duplicates the text in the sister book, and vice
Oh yeah,
versa.
that would make sense.
Military strategy cat. What is your cat up to? It's 10 a.m. Where's your
For
cat?
elimination.
The book does not have any magics that would make you go nuts, though.
Okay then. Oh, good thing the Aboleth shoved off. Maybe that was the problem. Who knows?
Oh, those
Okay.
Aboleths always up to trouble.
So, what happens when we get to Rivermoth?
What do you mean? What happens when we get to Rivermouth? You arrive at Rivermouth. There it is. Just as you left it.
Yeah. Does it seem different?
No.
Hmm.
You know what? The harder you look, the more it feels like there is something different. Like, you're quite certain the stones weren't this clean.
Someone cleaned the stones.
There's like a weird patch of moss over there next to the gate.
Okay, I'm just gonna stop somebody and ask, what was the date today?
Today. And it's still today, the man assures you.
Amazing.
Well, he's not wrong.
So we didn't go 2 days back in time or more. Okay. I mean that an Aboleth would refer to us as surviving humans would make sense. Well, humans. Some of us are. Because
You look human enough.
That's just how Aboleths are.
Hmm. So, so the date is still the same as when we. Okay, so it seems that we haven't traveled back in time.
Well, the day's still the same as the day when you went to sell that hag corpse and then came back.
Yeah. Have we stepped into a different dimension, maybe?
How would you
Well,
verify such a bodacious claim?
Maybe the
Yeah, we wouldn't. Oh well, this is our life now.
maybe the Abulaf somehow changed the past and now everything is fine again in the manner. I don't know.
Why
This,
wouldn't
this
We
seems
got the journal. Who cares?
it's above my pay grade as far as thinking goes.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I mean,
what?
if the only difference between this world and the previous one is that the manor sucks in that one, then this is an improvement overall.
Would be kind of cool if we were not wanted anymore.
You want to make a luck check to see if you got into at some point somehow without any provocation entered into another dimension where you're no longer wanted?
No.
Good.
That sounds like a recipe for disaster.
That is a recipe for disaster. Thank you. Because it would also undo all your previous quest progress since you wouldn't have any reason to do any of it.
Yeah,
Okay.
so let's just try to find the guy of interest and
Yeah.
he knows.
So, do we divvy up the treasure now, or
I thought he's just gonna put everything in the fund.
We have a lot of like artwork that we could pawn via the Rat King, I imagine. He's got fences.
yeah? Let's go see the Rat King.
We also still have to find out where that tomb is, right?
Yeah, that seems like the core thing. Because if what changed is like the paladin's like I don't know story progress was reset to like considerably before things went to shit, maybe we could catch him before he dies. Something like that.
Hmm.
Who cares? I just want the Kingsley.
So I think that should kind of take priority before selling a whole bunch of stuff and trying to get money.
I mean, he dies in 2 days if the book is right. If the book was right.
Yeah. Like, I think that's important, and we need to like handle that as soon as possible.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so did you know that diplomacy checks can be used to like find out information about?
Yes, yes, I do know that.
Okay, do you want to like investigate about the tomb then?
Time to investigate.
Yeah, I can give it a go.
7. How many creatures
Put
were
on my
Time to go to the local tavern and ask people around if they know where the freaking paladin.
Put my Sherlock Holmes hat on and do a diplomacy.
Oh boy.
So, what are you
Big
trying to figure out? Where
diplomacy.
the paladin is?
Yeah, where this Lich King tomb is,
From
because
the
that's
Rat
where
King?
the paladin has gone.
The Rat King is somewhat surprised that you come to him with such questions and information, because he keeps a close eye on the sewers, except for one section, mostly because, let's just say they didn't do as good a job with it. Okay, let me just...
You could say it's the shitty part of the sewers.
Huh?
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba.
Oh,
Poke jokes.
The entire section under Northgate, the sewer system there was built by a different group of kobolds. They hired less reliable contractors. The whole place kind of started to collapse on itself over time. Some shady people started building evil death tombs around there, so yeah. Once the curses started leaking out, people didn't use it anymore.
So hey, it's
good.
town?
That would explain why he wasn't able to see him, because there are several entrances that he doesn't guard or anything, so...
It's, just wow.
What?
Just a Lich King tomb in the middle of your town. Okay.
I mean, where else are you gonna build it? You're gonna build it in the mountains? That's expensive.
I mean, Lich Kings need to start somewhere. And if you've already got a house, that's like, you don't want to go out and buy more real estate.
He has
Might
a
as well just
basement.
build on what you have.
You can just expand into his basement, yeah.
Yeah. It's cheaper.
It's very
Yeah,
realistic.
it's just kind of a problem when some wall breaks, some pipe breaks, and suddenly there's sewage running through your sarcophagus.
Don't be so negative. He's a Lich King. He'll survive the sewer.
I guess.
So, Lich King, what are you most bothered by? The smell, the corpses, the water? It's like, none of it really bothers me.
Yeah, I think shitty, like, public infrastructure is the least of the problems that the Lich King is dealing with.
I mean, I guess he
Shitty
doesn't have
infrastructure.
like a functional nose anymore, so
So, we know where at least a potentially, like, dark, evil, bad time place is. I assume that's where he's going. Like, he may already be there at this point. We should probably, you know, step in as quick as we can and try and, I don't know, change history.
yeah.
Tell that
Something.
criminal scum to halt. Well,
At the very least, we can give back up and, I don't know, kill a Lich King. How often do you get to do that?
Rarely.
there's only so many liches who are interested in becoming king.
Yeah. Killing kings, killing liches, you can do either any time, but a Lich King? That's far more rare.
That is quite the combination of events. All right then, kids. You want to head over to Northgate, jump into the sewers, and hope you just find the place?
I guess so. That's the best lead we
mean-
have.
If that's the like, we get like pretty good directions, presumably, for the sewers.
Yeah, I mean, that's the Rat King's whole shtick.
I mean,
is
the
the
Rat King can
sewers,
tell you
so-
like where some of the entrances are, but he hasn't been down there in a while.
Sounds like it's the sewer dungeon time.
You're
Gross.
gonna have to fight many rats.
No,
Valentine's
I'm
Forte.
gonna summon rats, you buffoon.
It's not even my birthday.
Summon rats for a rat fight.
Yeah.
And then we get the
That's
Rat's
right.
birthday remix.
Rat fight.
Feels okay.
I really like that a phylactery doesn't give any shits. It's like, if you break the body that's being rebuilt, it just comes right back. And it's like, I don't care. Just let me build this, man.
You see, bodybuilder.
I love it. Alright then, kids. You go to the entrance and peek down one of them.
Just kind of scout out the area, I guess.
Like, you pull off the lid, and the first thing you hear is someone nearby is like, "Hey, do you even know what you're doing down there, boy? That's where all the curses live."
Perfect. This is
Yeah,
where I want
wasn't
to
you
go.
rather not have them live there anymore?
Oh, that's gonna be difficult. They have big fancy clerics with big fancy robes go down there. They didn't come back anything but cursed.
Well, where's the biggest curse area? Like, where would you say the biggest concentration of curses happens to be?
You mean the old temple of Ramsh the Destroyer? I wouldn't recommend going there. You'll just
Yeah,
get
so-
destroyed.
We'll make sure to avoid that.
We'll make sure to. What the hell's Rio up to? That's right.
That
All right,
is
then.
rat.
Well, if you really want to go to Gromsh the Destroyer, the guy's like, "Yeah, you bunch of nutty kids. Kids these
Yeah,
days,
we-
they don't know what keeps them alive. They think I don't need air. I got spells for that." Ugh. Next thing I know, you'll
We
stop.
actually got spells for
You trying to smart mouth me, boy? I invented magic myself.
Wow.
I kinda
You're
don't believe ya.
Mr. Magic?
Please teach me, Sensei.
Yep, Mr. Aardvark magic. At your service. Like I said, you don't want to go to Grumsh the Destroyers there. This is nothing there but death. And a bunch of undead orcs.
Yeah, well, we can make them more dead.
That's not how it works, boy. That's how they say it works. It's not how it works.
Mhm.
Then
Now,
we
of
could
course,
make them less dead?
if you want to go a place
Question mark?
if you want to really go to find some curses and end up, suffering for the end of eternity in some demi-plane, personally, I'd recommend the catacombs.
Yeah, I just said that we aren't going to Gromsh.
Yeah.
You can go to the catacombs. You can go to the cesspool. I mean, you could also
These
go
all,
to
it's all bars in the neighborhood.
There's also the altar of cursed sacrifices if you feel lucky.
Jesus Christ, what are you letting people build down this place?
I mean, to
You
be
know
fair,
what?
This is the worst neighborhood.
It's free real estate.
it's underground, boy. No one goes down there but a stupid man.
Hey, some of my best friends are underground.
Well, if they're kobolds, you can tell them they can do a better job on the next sewer. Instead of
I'll
getting the
make
whole
sure
place
to bully
cursed.
any kobolds I see.
Wow, Mr.
Aardvark
Magic.
magic.
Yeah, Mr. Magic, you sure know a lot about these sewers.
I mean, of course I do. Why wouldn't I know? I'm Mr. Magic.
Would you happen to know if there's a Lich King knocking around down there?
Why would there be a Lich King on the Rivermouth? That's the last place a Lich King would be.
Oh, where would the first place a Lich King would be?
That's exactly the kind of question our rival Lich King would ask.
Are you a Lich King? Squinting at him and just like kind of leaning in.
I mean, he's the master of magics. Of course, he's a Lich King.
Boy,
You're
I
old
invented
enough to
magic
have-
myself. I don't need to be a Lich.
But he could be. He knows how to lich them.
We're not rolling it out.
Okay.
Why is everybody around this place freaking crazy?
I don't know.
Well,
I should ask you.
Maybe, maybe because the entire place is built on a haunted, cursed temple burial grounds,
That
apparently.
makes too much sense for me.
I'm quite certain if you bury a dead child here, they'll just come back to life as an adult.
Right.
No. I'm not stopping you from going in there. Mr. Magic's got better things to do with his important life.
Including, but not limited to, just yelling at people who try to go in sewers.
I mean, you're the weird ones who think you can go in there without coming back without a curse.
Maybe we can prepare ourselves?
Ha ha ha. What optimism.
Right. Climb
about-
down in the sewers then.
Well, here's the question: Have you seen like a dude, very shiny, like probably somewhat heroic looking, very full of himself, like come down here lately?
Roll me some diplomacy. I should try to butter up the Mr. Magic.
Yeah, jeez. I don't think I can roll high enough. Definitely don't think I can roll high enough.
I mean, my memory's a bit spotty. You can always, give to charity or something. Sure, paladins will flock to you then.
Yeah.
Just saying, charity.
For God's sake. What were all that shit we got earlier?
Just give him a copper piece. He's Mr. Magic. You can turn into gold.
Yeah. Just give him a couple of fucking copper pieces, I guess, like a handful.
Give him a handful of pocket change.
Yeah, just whatever I've got in my pocket.
Now would you look at that? A generous donation to the Mr. Magic.
I hear this is called having a patron.
So what were you looking for again? What do you want from a paladin, boys? You're asking about liches and paladins?
Yeah, we got a word with the guy.
Well, maybe, just maybe. All right, I'm going to roll something. As he starts to do something spooky.
He's gonna turn into a Lich King. And I was right
does.
all along.
He suddenly has a skull face. As he pulls at his head.
Skeletor.
Zyskuj do makro?
God damn it, I've been bamboozled again. Fool me once.
He starts laughing his ass off.
Why are we talking with this maniac here?
I don't know. He just turned up.
He trapped you with the laws of social...
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So, is the sewer entrance... What does the sewer entrance look like?
It's a big fat lid. It is... this is probably a new lid because what's written on it is do not enter, do not enter, do not enter, cursed area, cursed area, cursed area, cursed area. And it just circles in with warnings.
Yeah.
It looks like it should be locked, but no one seems to have taken the time to do so. You can just lift it off.
Alright. Presumably multiple languages. Alright. I'm just lifting the lid then.
Out comes a powdery black smoke with a strange iridescent sparkle within it. It's like magic smoke, really.
Well.
What did they miss?
You've decided to ignore Mr. Magic, destroying the social contract.
Well,
Apparently, it's just a load of nonsense.
I was about to punch him in the face, but...
I mean, he turned into a skeleton.
Yeah,
And
sounds like
He's a
maybe
lich.
he
Became irrelevant.
sounds like maybe he has had a curse of his own.
No, he's Mr. Magic. He can't be cursed. Silly.
Mr. Magic's above lichdom.
Curse of being annoying.
Is the cloud dispersing or is it hovering there?
The cloud just sort of half pours out and then disperses as it gets too far from the sewers.
Yeah, this seems like a lovely place to go into.
did it take the shape of a skull as it came out of there?
Sure.
Of course.
It tried to bite at you, but then dispersed.
You just hear a distant. Oh.
You dare to enter my lair?
You dare ignore my pyrotechnic show? I'm Mr. Magic.
Shut up, Mr. Magic.
Hey, that wasn't me, boy. That was other Mr. Magic.
God damn it.
And then there's like another one's like, I'm Mr. Magic.
I'm sick of you and your entire goddamn family. Let's go down and,
Everybody's freaking crazy.
let's get into the fucking sewers before these people drive us entirely insane.
They're multiplying.
They're all the third best wizard. You lower yourself down. Luckily, the smoke isn't as it's transparent enough that you can sort of see around you. The sewer itself is dry and doesn't look used in ages, yet there's moss growing all over the place. It's blood red moss, and it leaks a dark red fluid. You can already feel eyes growing on the back of your neck. The fingernails on the back of your arms are beginning to rise up in tension.
The fingernails in the back of my arms? That's horrifying.
Yeah.
It's easy for back scratching, at least. All right, then.
Yep.
You're standing in a hallway that leads north and south. You have no discernible means of going anywhere good, though. Now that you think about it.
Oh no, another Zork maze. We should have asked Mr. Magic if he knew.
I don't think he knew anything.
I'm actually rather sure if we asked him, he would just make fun of us more.
This is why spells like Detect Thoughts are great. It lets you skip the conversation and just suck the knowledge out of their brains. The real benefit of being a mind flayer, you don't have to put up with Mr.
I
Magic.
just want to say that's something a mind flayer would.
I don't have to
Can
put
I-
up with Mr. Magic.
Can I grab a Mr. Magic?
There's just the one that you see who's wearing a skull mask.
Alright. I grab him, throw him into the sewer.
How do you throw him in? Because there's nothing to cushion his fall.
Nothing to...
Cushion his fall. You would just hit the bricks.
Yeah, I don't see the problem here.
He falls legs down, I presume.
You commit a crime of a battery or something and throw the man down the hole. He shouts angrily at you as he falls down several tens of feet. He's alive but frustrated and says that he'll get you.
I climb down there myself.
He stops giving you shit when you stand opposite him.
Yep. I use him as a... Basically as... Well, you were talking big up there. Walk. Pointing at... Down the hall.
You shouldn't do that to Mr. Magic. That's how you...
I poke at him.
Ow! Hey!
Walk.
He starts walking to the north.
Yeah. There we go. We have a canary. Canary.
I can't
no way
believe you're
this
willing
could
to
go
sacrifice Mr. Magic.
Hey, he had it coming.
Carl, how could you let this happen to the man who invented your very class?
Is he though?
How would you know?
Yeah, exactly. How would I know?
I mean,
Do you have sense
Yoshi
motive?
didn't make himself likable.
Yeah, and chances are you probably know magic has been around for a very long time and older than this person. So
Older than this guy with a skull mask.
you can probably put two and two together.
So, yeah.
I mean, if
All
I
right,
was
does
being
anyone
veg-
follow Galter, who is now leading a hostage down a hallway?
I guess we begrudgingly stick around because what do we do?
Poking
Although,
a
like,
man.
Don't like the abuse.
Yeah.
As Mr. Magic walks in front of the pokey end of your stick.
So we're just, walking forward with dude in front of us.
As you walk along with Mr. Magic in front of you, he starts saying like, "Listen, I don't know these tunnels that well. It's been a bit. There's some kobolds up who probably know this place better than I do. Just saying, Mr. Magic's not always good for things."
Discord break.
Poke.
Ah! You notice that the sewers are scraped open in various ways. There are various beginnings of external rooms. There are sometimes half-finished doors. The whole place has a feel as if someone tried to build a second city here and then just kind of gave up midway through. Which, given the fact that there's a thieves guild that operates underground, makes sense.
Well, if you could lead us to the kobolds, maybe they would make more willing guides than Sunweek. Apparently.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, okay. The kobolds, yeah, time to see if this man's lucky. He is. Through sheer luck, although he tries to play it as cool as he can, which is, you don't have to roll sense motive to know that he's just, like, panicking. He leads you to a tunnel that goes up and doesn't have a lid. It just goes into a small room. And it has a sign that says, "Beware of kobolds."
Okay, did we pass like a
You
ladder
pass several
up to the-
intersections.
No, I mean, like, is there anywhere nearby that we could let Mr. Magic go back up to the streets to hopefully go for
This is a ladder that goes back up.
Okay,
Alright.
well,
Up you go then, Mr. Magic.
He climbs up, opens the door in what's basically, it's like a ladder that goes straight into a closet. And he opens it up, and the first thing he hears, like, the screeching of angry kobolds, like, "Close the door! Close the door!"
Oh no, the
Oh.
draft.
I mean, I meant for him to go up onto the street, no up to the kobolds, but okay.
It happened.
Then you hear the sudden
Easy.
slam of a door being closed.
Alright. Well, found some kobolds. Now we just need to
Be
hire them.
diplomatic with them.
Yes.
You go up the ladder and open the door to find yourself in, it's a small room. The kobolds once again start shouting at you to close the door! You're letting the curses in!
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, we are the curse.
Creepers, Briff and Skell, you really should put a lock on that thing. They say, they all sort of speak in unison. There's a clear distinction between the 5 kobolds that seem to be alive and the 2 kobolds in the corner who seem to be not alive.
Oh.
So they all seem to be that way.
Well, there's like 2 kobolds. There's like, one is a skeleton, one is like a rotting corpse.
Oh, you guys keep rotten corpses.
That's rude! We prefer animately challenged. They don't want to go down there without, I mean, technically we got this from going down there, but,
Yeah. Any
Why were you down in the sewers?
Looking for a lair.
Why didn't Mr. Magic warn you?
He did.
Oh. Alright. What do you need?
Need a guide.
Where?
Pointing down.
Heard of any Lich Kings?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah,
Yo.
we're looking. for
Most
one.
people want to go to the cool altar, or the death cults, or the Forgotten Lady
Yeah,
Luck
no,
Shrine.
that's-
But no, you
That
want to go
sounds
see a
very
Lich King.
exciting.
Adventuring wannabes, huh? Come on, go on, Briff and Skull. Give him the old tour. So which one do you want? You want the zombie kobold or the skeleton kobold?
Skeletons generally smell less.
I mean, the sewer smells like crap regardless on which one you take with you.
Yeah, but then it would smell like crap and also a zombie kobold.
Which
Oh.
one can talk better?
They both talk
yes.
equally good. In fact, they don't seem to
Okay.
screech like kobolds.
It's cool.
I prefer looking at bones than holding it.
Oh, all right. You can call me Scout. He holds out his little bony hand.
By the way, do you still have like 2 goblin heads tied to your belt?
Well, they will be skulls by now.
Yeah, they're probably just skulls.
Yeah.
It's
Yes, I shake.
Gross.
All right.
Shake their hand.
Enough dilly dally. 25 gold as a deposit. I get to pick one nice shiny thing.
Sounds good. I
Alright.
think.
I like how shiny.
You don't
things
get your
though.
deposit back if I don't get anything. All right then, kids, let's go. Gosh dang, featuring lots. First that stupid paladin with a stupid crusade goes see stupid. She starts going down the ladder. Like, God, these people need to stop bothering liches. They're having naps.
Where does the skeleton keep his money?
The skeleton doesn't take the money. The kobolds that are alive take the money for him.
Okay.
It's a business. What was that about a paladin?
I don't know, some weirdo's like, I'm gonna fight me a Lich King. Well, I got the sword that slays kings, and I'm like, that's not how that works. And he's like, yeah, it is. And I'm like, how would you know? It's like, how would you know? Like,
That's
Yeah,
the
that's-
guy we're looking for, so perfect.
Yeah, like he has our friend, and we are here to like tell him that he's an idiot and drag him back. So he doesn't-
see, finally someone with some goddamn sense of people being like, I'm Mr. Magic, and think that doesn't end up them getting pulled by sword point. I'm the one that's cursed, but I'm the one with the freaking brains around here. And I even got one. Alright then.
Yeah, I can.
Let's establish two quick rules. 1, don't cast spells unless you have to. This curse is really weird. 2, I ain't saving your hide if something goes wrong. 3, I don't know. Just don't fuck around, alright? This place is so
Well, then-
goddamn cursed. One thing wrong and you end up a skeleton.
Does someone speak
Not-
out
not-
of experience?
Not that there's anything wrong with being a skeleton.
Half the people I were with turned into skeletons that didn't move. And the other half that weren't me got destroyed by what made them a skeleton. Now, I don't know if you've ever seen a beholder with 2 big eyes, but yeah.
Yeah, well, we've been around.
You've seen, wow. Well, if you've seen a beholder, I'm pretty sure you're probably the kind that can take on a lich, or at least not die from the first look of him. He starts going down the sewers and leads you along the path. So any tour guide I can tell you, or are you just going to sit silently in the back and let me take you where you need to be?
You wanna talk? Feel free to talk.
We better hurry if we want to get our friend back, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you can afford some resurrection magic, can't you? Fought a beholder, after all. That's usually the part where people start going like, death.
Well, we didn't fight, per se.
I mean, looking at him is enough.
Yeah, that one was really kawaii.
At this point, he casually walks over into a large cylindrical room. Upon entering this room yourself, you realize that it goes down for miles.
Hold on, like it's a big well.
Yeah. The kobold walks down a broken staircase, and every time he takes a step, like into the air, he just poofs over to the next section of staircase. And then he warps over to that staircase over there, and then that one over there, and then he appears behind you for 1 second, then he's back down there again.
So he looped around to us.
No, he's now somewhere else.
Well, I'm gonna follow him, do the same that he's doing.
Yeah, I mean that's the point of hiring him.
It's one hell of an experience to walk down a staircase and effectively reappear in several locations at once. Sometimes almost walking into yourself before you reappear on a different staircase somewhere else. By the time that you bump into the kobold and stop, you traversed like half a mile down.
Lovely.
You felt like you really only went down like 2 floors.
Well,
Oh.
I think your teleporter's on the fritz.
Oh, no. This is just a cursed stairway, you know. Everything's around here
Right.
is pretty cursed. Even the stairs don't work properly. Here, let me show you. Like, he walks over to here is like a small landing, and there's a door. Like a big heavy metal door. And he pulls it open, and there's nothing behind it. He then puts the door, like, against the wall. Like, the hinges go all the way around, and then he opens it, and then there's an opening.
Huh.
It just made a hole in the wall going to a new place. Listen, I personally recommend that you don't think too hard about it. By the way, how y'all holding up? Which is to say that you need to roll some fort saves to avoid getting hella cursed.
Fort saves.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm definitely charmed lifing this bad boy. Shit's +4, so yeah. 15.
Well,
Hooray, Fort Safe is a wizard.
oh no.
I didn't know.
That's
Is
going
Ali
to
gonna
suck
turn
you
into a
down.
skeleton now?
Bark.
Yeah, that's
Oh
sucks
god,
you down.
Carl.
Alright then. Let's see what
Cursed as
happens
shit.
as you are cursed. Carl feels inclined to eat the nearest patch of moss. Adi, on the other hand, feels that they need to invest 500 gold pieces within 24 hours or they will die.
You need to do what?
Invest 500 gold pieces in a business with a return of with a ROI of at least 5%. They don't know what any of that means.
Oh,
Ada looks highly confused for a moment, wondering on the what money means or investment.
I'm pretty sure Galter doesn't even know what that means.
I mean, Gold invests into better killing stuff.
Alright, well, here we are. He points through the recently made opening, which displays nothing short of, like, it's a hallway, and then it goes into 4 different ways in an X shape. Here we are. Tomb of the Lich King. All 4 of them.
All 4?
For
Lich
Lich Kings or for
Well,
tombs?
technically 1, but it's 4 of them.
oh, the Lich King is
Oh.
actually 4 blokes.
No, he's 1 guy. But there's 4 of them.
Oh, you know, as you do. So, you happen to know which way our paladin friend happened to go?
I just brought him here, and he was like, I'm fine! And then he pushed me down the hole.
Yeah, that sounds like a paladin.
He said I was a skeleton and I didn't deserve to live or something like that.
Wow, rude.
He's kind of an asshole.
Like, it's exactly because you're a skeleton that someone decided to give you a second chance. Usually people don't live anymore when they become skeletons, but you do, and you do you. You go.
Mm-hmm. Well, you know what? I might as well tell you this since, you know, you seem smart. Legs guy is over to the north. To the south are the arms. West is the torso. Then east is the head.
I see.
I begin to understand why there's 4 of them.
No, there's 1 guy.
But
He's just 4 of them.
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. Oh man.
Thanks.
Yeah, thank you very much for your help.
I'll wait outside when you're done beating some sense into him.
Yeah.
The plan.
I would like to read the diary again.
One more thing, by the way. Don't take anything you find. Everything here is so damn cursed that you could take a gold piece and end up a rat.
Yeah. Remember, you get to pick 1 nice shiny.
Yeah, But I won't be affected.
And can't get much more cursed than, you know.
All right, you take another
Being
look at the
undead.
book. What do you hope to learn from this majestic book?
Yeah, just checking if there's something new in the.
People don't write in their
Entries.
journals every hour of the day. It's not Twitter.
If there's nothing, then that's
Traveling
done.
alone.
But now that you are actually here, some of the book makes a bit more sense. It mentions that he's logically going after the head first. After all, that's where liches do the most damage, with their heads.
True.
Yeah, so we should do exactly the opposite.
I don't know. Have you ever been kicked by a lich?
No?
No, but punched.
Like, that's the point. They are pretty garbage at that.
Maybe they keep their secret weapon until last, and that is their ferocious kicks.
I mean,
Point is, if we kneecap the lich before we meet him,
Head. Well, before we go punching any legs or hands of, could one of you blast me with some healing, maybe?
I heard we shouldn't cast spells down here.
You have wands. We have double wands now.
Go ahead, cast me some spells if you wish.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a few steps away from Galta. You know, on principle.
Let's see what happens.
I mean, Golta asked for it, so we really can't say no to that. I suppose.
This is on your head.
2 minutes into you've already started eating moss. He's just getting a head start on crime.
my HP was most out.
Alright, well, is anyone going to cast any healing spells on Galter or what?
Not me.
I really don't wanna, but if Golta insists,
We have the wands. Just make Galta use the wand.
that's still a spell, you know.
Yeah, but then he's the only one that's affected by anything.
Can Golta use a wand himself?
Give me the damn wand.
I mean,
Didn't you find the third one yourself?
yeah, just take the third one you got yourself.
Galter starts slapping himself with magic, apparently.
How many wands do we have?
Three.
Several.
Three now.
Oh, okay. Well, I take the third wand then. I guess.
Awesome.
I mean, you found it on the Nyogi, so, like, you deserve it.
Sure.
Probably still have it after that fiasco.
Wand of
Cool, now I'm going to roll some fun stuff, since you're going to Wand of Wonder yourself. Or worse.
And do I need to roll my use magic device to
No.
use?
It seems that magic items just work down here.
Oh,
That's
You're too good.
handy. Question mark.
okay. I
Just makes it
Point
easier to
the
curse
wand.
yourself.
point the wand at myself then.
Alrighty tidy.
Does it have the full 50 charges? Like,
I know how many charges this thing has.
okay then.
If it's the new wand, it's 50.
One charge used. Well, point the wand at myself and zap.
Ba 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 ba. Roll me that 1d8 for healing.
Okay. 1d8 plus what was it?
One.
1.
Plus caster level, which we don't actually know.
Da, 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 da. You don't know the cast level because fun fact. I'm rolling stuff. Oh no.
You cast Fireball on yourself, GG.
As a side effect of using the wand, the nearby door turns ethereal.
Huh.
Lovely.
Okay. I do it again.
Somebody's playing with fire.
He is.
Yes, I am. Zap.
That's the fun part. For the next 20 minutes, you're affected by the spell of Iron Body.
Sweet.
Yeah, spells go. That's a pretty good one.
Go ahead.
I'm feeling good. Iron Body.
All right. No
I'm
further spells
Iron
are
Man.
cast.
Within and without. Beautiful.
So, which body part are we going after? The book said that he went after the head first. So, should we, just follow in his footsteps, or like try to cut him off at a later part? He might just die immediately at the first step, and then.
Even if he's still alive and somewhere in there, then why are we even trying to kill the Lich ourselves? We should be looking for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the goal. He's got the sword that we want in theory, and the Lich can live or die. It doesn't matter.
Let's go for the head then.
All right, we're gonna end the session here.
Get your head in the game.
How long did this
20 minutes.
last? 20 minutes of Iron Body.
20 minutes of you being made completely out of metal.
Yep.
Even more than usual.
I would like to point out that he also weighs a metric fuckton now.
Jeez, yeah.
Man can now really push people.
You want me to read the full list of things? Belmore, you can read the full list of things, right?
This spell transforms your body into living iron, which grants you several powerful resistant abilities. You gain damage reduction 15 adamantine, immune to blindness, critical hits, ability score damage, deafness, disease, drowning, electricity, poison, stunning, all spells or attacks that affect your physiology or respiration, because you have no physiology or respiration while these spells affect. Only health damage from acid and fire. Become vulnerable to all special attacks that affect iron golems. Which is electricity.
Electricity makes you slow. Fire heals you. And you are affected by rust.
Yeah, of course. +6 enhancement bonus to strength. Take -6 penalty to dexterity as well. Speed is reduced to half normal. I can spend failure chance. Cannot drink. You cannot drink and thus can't use potions or play wind instruments.
That's important.
You can sing, though.
But only metal.
Yeah.
Yep. Your unarmed attacks
You can only sing metal.
Oh. Your unarmed attack deals damage equal to a club size for you. They say for medium. And you're considered armed when making unarmed attacks.
This final
Weight
detail is
increases by
great.
attack to 10. Going to sink in water like a stone. So vital like air. Bottom of the ocean, at least on this spell, the duration expires.
Simply put, the fucking the theme song. That's for
A billion and one abilities.
I mean, it is an 8th level spell.
Yeah.
And one that's personal, so I'm not ever supposed to be able to cast it on anyone other than myself.
Yeah, he's basically very, very strong.
Yep.
He was already very,
He could
very
probably
strong.
beat up the Lich at this point.
Yeah,
Yeah.
honestly.
Time to be fast then, because we only have 20 minutes then.
Yeah.
20 minutes is plenty.
Time to cast haste.
The Lich has this big metal man
cast-
just rush at him. To be fair. Oh no.
So, this is still the same day than when we first went into the caverns.
Yeah? Why?
Because I kind of have garbage spells, but since we're down here, so it actually doesn't really matter. Because I have still several spells that are good underwater and nothing else, nowhere else.
Well,
Ba-da-ba-ba-da.
Well, at least I have spontaneous casting, so I should be fine.
Yeah.
Anyway, kids and
Okay.
cadets.
Downside is I cannot use my mutagen.
Oh
Also,
no.
I don't have any wild shape left for today.
Oh no, you can't become even more powerful. What's your AC like, since you lost like 6 decks?
Oh, AC is 21.
Who cares? You can absorb damage like a champ now.
Yep.
Alrighty.
Well then, kids, it's experience time.
That's boo.
For completing objectives. And generally speaking, being wholesome boys. And, according to
Wow.
technically what the CR adjustment is for fighting that many dudes in a small room. Wait, I need to check something out. Ba-da-ba-ba-da. Well, alright. Let me just slap this into the experience Utron.
Beep, boop, beep, beep, boop, boop.
Like, you get a lot for everything you've done, for all the butts you've kissed, for the people you've helped, for the Abalef you've given a smooch. Don't ask questions, please. Abalef smooching is entirely voluntary.
There's a whole category for how well you smooched the Avalanche. As
Oh,
far as
wow.
experience goes.
Your new experience total is 51,600.
Oh, you level up.
Yeah, what a jump.
Rebel up.
What was 51,700?
It's in the experience tally sheet.
600.
Man, that was a lot of experience.
It was a
Yeah,
good set of
Jesus
fights.
Christ.
To be fair, those fights could have gone like 8 billion times worse.
Yeah, like Galta gets hypnotized, kills literally all of us.
Like, here's the thing. If you do a fight efficiently and you do it well, I'm not going to be able to tell you that you didn't learn anything.
I helped in those fights.
Hmm.
You would have
Kitty
helped.
yes.
the kitty that can't swim, just kind of
Just
floating around.
ignores the buff you could have gotten that would have made it easier.
Yeah.
Valentine was there too.
Cheer.
Doing my best.
Do we level up now or do we wait
You
until?
can level up whenever you feel that you're ready.
And we could say that we leveled up in the transit from the place to here.
Okay.
But that makes sense.
Yeah.
Easier?
Unfortunately, leveling up in the cursed area means that your level up is cursed. You're doomed to roll once until you level up again.
Oh no!
Alright, well,
It's the
that's the end
trap
of the
all
stream
the
for
time.
today. Next time, I guess you're going to apologize to a lich for running into him?
Apologize for Paladin existing.
Excuse me, our friend is drunk. He whenever he gets drunk, he starts fighting liches.
He gets drunk on righteousness.
I'm not, I can swing my sword. I still have smites left. I'm fine. You go play with Mr. Magic.
Oh, man. I got the skill focus there. Cool.